A very warm welcome to you guys. I hope you all are doing super amazing, enjoying your life, practicing ahead, and planning ahead of your future goals. Today, I am talking about a very tricky question. Many of us go through it, and I think every person who looks forward to move ahead in their professional life has to undergo this question. Okay, so this is a very tactical question, and I would like to know if there are any guesses for it, guys. So, this tricky question is, what is your weakness? If you're having an interview and you are going through this question, please, for God's sakes, do not be overwhelmed. I repeat, I usually say this in all of my videos that do not be very much overwhelmed. And the reason for this is that be confident, be positive, be optimistic, but you don't need to actually act like in a way that no, I don't have any weaknesses, I'm a perfectionist, I'm a pro in this, and that's why I've applied it. No, don't be vague, don't be very generic, just try to be very specific about it. I can tell you very few highlights of what are the do's and don'ts of this question, and then I will take you along through a sample. You guys will be really able to answer and comprehend this question in your interviews next time in a much better way. First of all, just clear your misunderstanding that interviews ask this question in order to make you feel nervous or in order to shatter your confidence. No, they just want to have an insight of how self-aware are you. Self-awareness is a key to success, guys. If you're not aware of what your inner is, if you're not aware of your strengths, your weaknesses, your personality, your nature, your attributes, trust me, you're heading nowhere in your life. I mean, it's a complete failure that you have ever seek in your life, that you are all good to go and work in an organization, but you still don't know what your personality is, how you have been shaped up as a human. It's a huge failure. Be aware of it. The only reason employer asks this question is they want to have an insight of what you guys have learned throughout in your life, or what insight do you have of your personality. What are the do's? There are 3 important do's that I'll be taking you along. Short and quick review, guys. The first one, be strategic and be very realistic. Do not try to just butter up the things. Rather, be realistic, be professional, don't be vague. Tell them exactly that, for instance, they ask you that what weakness do you have? You can say that I am very critical of my own work. So if you're saying this, that you're very critical of your own work, this is a weakness as well, that at times you spend so much of time overlooking your work, and this is the strength as well, because it omits all of the chances of committing a mistake. The second important thing I previously mentioned it as well, that show self-awareness. Tell them, don't rush into an answer, but at least confidently answer it, so that they know that you do have an insight of yourself, of your own encouragement, personality, motivations, and you know what you want to do, where are you heading to. At least you have some plans in your mind. You're not as vague that you do not have any plans and you don't even know that what you're going to do, and you're just randomly looking forward to something. Don't give that impression. And thirdly, the most important thing is demonstrate them that okay, you had this weaknesses particular, and how this weakness has helped you in improving yourself, and what have you experienced or succeeded with the help of improving this weakness. For instance, that we have previously given an example that a person is very critical of his or her own work. So what steps have that person taken to improve this weakness? He may have started to work more efficiently in order to avoid that extra time he used to look after his own work while completing it, or after completing it. Like, you have done a task and you were very conscious and you were very alert while completing that task, so it doesn't need to be overlooked. You can just have an overview, generic overview, a quick review, and you're good to go. So the do's, there are 2 important do's that I'll be taking you along. The number one is don't be too vague or generic. let's say you have applied for a role of the administration officer and they're asking you about your weakness. Don't tell them about your weaknesses that you get very scared at night. They don't need to know that you get scared at night. Try to find a better solution for it, but they're not interested in knowing it. So what you can do is be specific about your position. They need to know that you have some interest of it. Again, do not focus on the negativity. Do not actually be very pessimistic about something. Stay optimistic, stay positive. So I'll be taking you to the example so that you guys can absolutely have a clear review of it. Please stay with me. So peeps, always choose a weakness that's genuine but not detrimental to the role you have applied for. With the right approach, answering what is your biggest weakness question can be an opportunity to your self-awareness, growth, mindset, and determination to improve. Of course, keeping these tips in mind, you'll be on your way to nailing this challenging interview question, isn't it so? I think so, yes. So go forth and conquer. Future superstars, bye-bye, good luck to everyone.